Hi guys, how are you? This is Karina Vega. Here I am again. Welcome to this channel. I have a basic shirt blouse sewing tutorial for you this time. This is also one of the first clothes pieces we learned to make. This does not mean it is one of the easiest, but you can absolutely make it. You just need a little bit more patience. The fabric I'm using right now has an animal print printing, which I loved, and think this has to be a basic in our closet, this printing I mean. It also gives a different vibe to our formal clothes. I think it gives a sexier feeling. For me, it was a great decision. Of course, you can use any other printing you like, or use a plain color, stripes, dots, etc. There are plenty of designs you can make. You can also make a twist in the design using different types of buttons. There is a wide variety of buttons, which means you not only can use the basic shirt buttons, but also different types of textures. It's up to you, your style and creativity. I hope you like and use this video and you can make the blouse. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, comment, and share with the person you think may like and use the video. I'll leave you the link for you to get the pattern in the description, and also the links for my other social media pages, so you can follow me there too. How about we start with the tutorial now?
First of all, with the pattern ready to use, we are going to fold this part right here so we can cut the back side of our blouse. Next, we need to place the pattern on the fabric, right sides together. Cut following the marks you just made. Mark the waistline on the fabric so you can mark the clothes pins. Next step is to unfold the pattern and cut right here to be able to cut the front pieces. Now place the pattern again on the fabric, right sides together, and mark the same seam allowances. Then we cut the pieces following the marks. We also cut right here because we need two pieces. To sew our sides clothespins, we need to mark them on the fabric. First, mark the exact line, then a half of an inch to each side of that mark. Place a pin right here and flip. Mark these 3 marks on this side and also where the pin is. Join the 3 marks with the pin. Flip again. Pin this mark and mark it on the other side. Join the 3 marks on the sides with the pin. Then fold like this, joining the 2 side marks, and sew right here. We need to cut 2 pieces of interfacing fabric to stick them to this part of the blouse. So we measure this length and use it as the length of the interfacing fabric, and the width will be 1.5 inches. We cut right here so we can obtain the 2 pieces we need. To stick each piece to each part of the front side of the blouse, place the piece right here, then a paper sheet on top, and then cover the sheet with a very hot iron. The rough part should go down. Once we've done it, we're gonna fold a half of an inch and then the rest of the interfacing fabric. Then we need to mark other clothespins. Mark the waistline here and mark 3.5 inches from the button line towards the middle side of the piece, taking waistline as a guide. Then mark a half of an inch on each side of that mark. From the middle mark, measure 3.5 inches up and 4.5 inches then join
down.
the marks like this. We'll also mark this clothespin on the other side so we can pin each point of it, flip and join every point like this. Fold the piece, pin, and then make a sewing like this. Next step is to join shoulders. Join the back piece with each front piece and make a sewing on each shoulder. Now, to cut the sleeves, place the pattern on folded fabric and mark the seam allowances. 1/2 inch on the armhole notch and the bottom and 1 inch on the sides. After that, cut the piece following the marks. Remember, we need 2 of those pieces. So, place the one you just cut it, again on folded fabric, and then just cut following the other piece. To identify the middle of the pieces, you can just pinch right here. Now we're going to join each sleeve to the blouse. Join the pinch on every sleeve with the shoulder sewing right sides together. Sew from the middle to the end, then flip and sew again from the middle to the end. Join the armholes sewing on the side and sew the side of the blouse. Then flip and sew the side of the sleeve. To cut the neck, place the 2 pieces on the fabric. Fold once vertically and once horizontally. Make sure the pieces and seam allowances fit on the folded fabric. The seam allowance will be 1/2 inch on every side. Then cut following the marks. Cut the same pieces on interfacing fabric. After that, you need to stick the interfacing fabric to the fabric using a paper sheet and an iron. Make sure the rough side of the interfacing fabric is facing the wrong side of the fabric. After you've done this, fold the piece and make a sewing on each side. You can make a small cut in each corner so the piece can look better when you unfold it. Unfold the piece. You can use scissors in the corner. Place the piece between the two bottom pieces like this. And then make a sewing here. Make small cuts on the curves like this so we can unfold perfectly. Unfold again. Join one of the two bottom pieces of the neck to the blouse. Once you've sewn this, fold like this and make a small sewing on each side of the neck right here. Once again, you can make small cuts in the corners like this. Unfold the piece . Fold 1 centimeter right here . And sew here. Take this measure, mark the middle, and measure 2 or 2.5 inches up and cut only one side of the sleeve. Cut 2 pieces of double that measurement by 1.5 inches. Join each piece to a sleeve. Sew it to the cut you just made. So right here, make a tiny cut right here, and then fold the piece like this. So you can make another stitch right here. Once you have it, fold like this and make a small stitch right here. After that, measure 1¼ of an inch from the piece you just added to the other side of the cuff. Then mark 1/2 of an inch 2 times. Fold it to the other side and pin it. Fold the blanket inside the sleeve and measure the whole cuff. Cut 2 pieces using that measurement plus 1 inch by 5.5 inches. Repeat the process on interfacing fabric. Stick the interfacing fabric to the fabric using the process I already told you. Join this piece to the sleeve cuff like this, leaving 1/2 of an inch on each side. Once you've done this, fold the piece like this and then make an L stitch on each side. After that, make a small cut on each corner again. And unfold the whole piece. fold right here. And then make a stitch over here. To make the buttonholes, we are going to measure 2.5 inches from the neck to the bottom, and we are going to mark. Then we are going to put the button we are going to use on the mark, and we are going to mark the other side of the button. Then mark the middle of the front placket between the button marks. From the bottom button mark, we are going to measure 5.5 inches again, and we are going to repeat the process till we have 6 buttonholes marked. Now mark the middle of each cuff. Then a half of an inch from the side, and then mark the button. After this, sew each buttonhole. Then use a seam ripper to open them like this. Place the buttonhole placket right here so you can mark where you are going to sew each button. Even out the hem. Then fold half of an inch twice so you can sew the whole hem. And that's a wrap, you guys.